Hello, Shirley fans. This is Jim Butler with the Children of the 80s podcast. I hope this introduction is good enough because some bands lose their lead singer and fall apart. Others hire a guy who screams about pound cake? Wait, wrong album. But you get the idea. Exit David Lee Roth and enter Sammy Hagar. And somehow it works. Like, really works. So for those of you that are mad about Dave leaving, I ask you to get up, enjoy those summer nights, because sometimes love walks in. I have dreams that you will forgive Eddie for going in a different direction. The direction that wonders, why can't this be Love with Sammy? Because with Eddie's new penchant for the synthesizer and Sammy's screaming vocals, those of us who loved Diamond Dave can now have the best of both worlds. Now listen to J&D as they break down a new era of Van Halen with their thoughts on the first Van Hagar album, 5150.
All right, everybody, I have to get this suit back by 6, so let's try to get it right.
It's time. This might be one of our biggest matchups of the year. I've been looking for this for years.
Yeah, I mean, basically, since we did Van Halen versus Van Hagar back in season 1, we are now 6 seasons past that. We're coming back for the literal Van Halen versus Van Hagar album-to-album comparison. We just did 1984 last week, which was the last album they did with David Lee Roth, and we are here today to do 5150, which is the first album they did with Sammy Hagar.
I think it's really interesting because we're discussing not just 2 albums, not just 2 singers, but really 2 eras, 2 bands. I've made the case that 1984 was the breaking point.
Yeah.
And that really it's Van Halen pre-1984 and Van Halen after 1984. But a lot of people see this album as the significant breaking point.
Well, it's easy to say that because obviously you have a completely new singer. You had what potentially was the end of the band, except that it wasn't.
You know, it's like a divorce. Dad gets divorced and you think, poor dad, he's going to be lonely for years and he's just going to be sad and we're just hoping to get him through this. Nope, dad landed on his feet, grabbed a pretty new girl, shined the car up, and we're off and running within a year or so.
Yeah, well, within a year.
Yeah.
I mean, because the official breakup was 85.
July 4th, 1985 is what I got.
I mean, it's tough to say because they were constantly saying, no, we're not breaking up. And then the first appearance, like in press of the band breaking up is like an end of the magazine piece on Eddie and Valerie Bertinelli. And it just kind of halfway mentions, oh, by the way, Dave's no longer with the band.
What?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors involved, and we've discussed it pretty thoroughly. If you want to go back and listen to our Van Halen versus Van Hagar episodes that we did in season 1,
yeah, we
really went through all the details of this. But I thought maybe it was a good time to just go through the timeline of events.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Because I might want to flesh out a little bit of what you're saying here, but go ahead.
Yeah,
and bullet point it for us. Yeah.
So their biggest album of their career, and still the biggest seller in their entire catalog, is 1984. They are flying high. They have a #1 hit. They have incredible videos. It's selling like hotcakes. Really, they are at the top of the world at that moment.
Right.
Top of the world? Did you get that?
Nice.
Okay.
Good enough.
Right. And they kind of had a rule. Nobody outside the band does anything without permission from the band. Eddie kind of broke that rule with Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones on Beat It.
Which, ironically, that's what kept 1984 out of the #1 spot was Thriller, which was white hot because of Beat It, among others.
So, January 1st of 1985, David Lee Roth releases California Girls on MTV. It goes to #5. So Dave has significant reason to believe a solo career could be very successful.
Well, East Coast girls
Right. And I don't know if you're going to mention this in your timeline here, but there's also the whole movie thing.
I'm definitely going to mention the movie. Let's talk about the movie.
Okay. So Crazy from the Heat is not just his EP that would come out, but it was also a movie idea basically kind of like here's our version of Purple Rain, except David Lee Roth is the star, and it's him. David Lee Roth and Pete Angelis are writing the script for this movie. It gets greenlighted by CBS. Looks like it's going to be a deal, and Dave kind of just becomes obsessed with making this movie. And he even asks the guys, hey, let's write a soundtrack to this movie that I'm going to star in.
He had the nerve to ask Eddie to write the music for his movie.
Yeah.
Now, Eddie says no. And by the way, you need to stop this craziness and get back to the band and let's do this. And Dave basically says, I'm doing this movie. It's something I want to do. I'm not quitting the band, but I'm doing this. And Eddie said, if you're not back in the band, then you're out.
Right. He kind of gives him the ultimatum. Like, you either are doing this or you're out. And he says, give me the weekend to think about it. And maybe Eddie says, if you need the weekend to think about it, then don't think about it.
It's an interesting kind of take because Eddie felt like he walked out of the meeting and quit.
Right.
And Dave goes on David Letterman and says, no, we're not quitting. We're not breaking up.
Right.
David Lee Roth is here. Now, you're doing solo work. Does this mean that the band will soon be breaking up?
No.
Now that happens, you know.
That does happen. That's the Spinal Tap story. No, I still have very strong tribal instincts, and we'll be going into the studio like the middle of this month and start arguing again, and we'll come back out with an album sometime this year, hopefully.
I have.
Now, of course, another big factor in this, because he's wanting to do this movie, and obviously that's a commitment of time for him, but he's saying to the guys, how long do you think we're going to take to make our next album? And they say, about a year. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I just did a 4-song EP, and it took me 5 days.
Right.
Like, why would it take a year to do this whole album?
Right.
Now, of course, he's doing cover songs on the EP, so that's part of it.
Helps when the song's already written.
It does, yes.
And there's only 4 songs total.
Right, but honestly, to be fair, Eddie had most of the music down for this next album already.
We'll get to it here in a minute, but there are certain songs on this album that Dave rejected.
Right.
And they're going to be pretty well-known songs.
Well, I think that's a key factor of something to consider, because everybody's like, everything changed when Sammy joined the band, when Sammy walked in, right? And I tend to think everything changed because Eddie decided to express himself musically. I mean, I'm going to be frank with you. I'm not going to tell you which of these albums I think is better.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that 5150 is grown-up music compared to high school music.
Okay.
1984, brilliant, but it's high school music.
Okay.
5150 is grown-up music. And I'm talking musically. I'm not just talking about what audience members it appeals to, because obviously they had more adult fans that came about whenever Sammy Hagar joined the band, because it's more radio friendly. And so you had that. But I'm saying musically it was more complex. And it had the opportunity to be, because you now have another guitar player in the band who's really, really good.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is Eddie changed the sound of the band probably long before Dave left. And had Dave stayed, I don't think he would have sounded right on this album.
Oh, I totally agree.
The lead singer, whether it's Van Halen or Van Hagar, the lead singer is the one writing the lyrics. I don't know what lyrics Dave is going to put to this music.
Right. It's going to be totally different.
Right.
Eddie is maybe the most brilliant guitarist of our generation.
No doubt.
But he's also a brilliant composer and songwriter.
Yeah, he started playing the piano. Like, that was what he learned to play as a kid. He did, even with the playing guitar, he would compose things on the piano and then do it on the guitar.
He wanted to stretch his legs musically.
Yeah.
And as the primary songwriter, you kind of have to go with him if he wants to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he wanted to express himself through the keyboards a little bit more.
Yeah.
And he wanted to write different songs. And there is the majority of people who disagreed with his decision and what he did.
Yeah. See who's right.
We'll see who's right. When you have a divorce like this, by the way, I looked, Rolling Stone reported July 4th, 1985. Eddie was writing songs with Patti Smythe at that moment.
Yep.
Patti Smythe of Scandal. You know her from the song The Warrior or Goodbye to You.
Right.
They also talked to singers Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy Barnes, who had the song on the Lost Boys soundtrack.
The Lost Boys soundtrack. It was
him and NXS.
Michael Hutchins. That's right. It's called Good Times.
Yes. Which was a great voice. That'd been a fantastic voice for this band.
Of course, Patti Smythe, beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Totally different.
And she rejected them. They offered it, and she said no.
Well, imagine her getting up. I just think she's like, no, thank you.
Yes.
The "Where's Dave" chants would just have worn her out.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. And plus, those boys are hardcore party boys.
Right. They also investigated Eric Martin.
Eric Martin from Mr. Big.
Mr. Big.
Yeah, before
Beautiful,
Mr. Big, yeah.
raspy voice.
Yep.
Completely different than Dave.
Yep.
So Eddie and his now famous Lamborghini was in the shop.
Right.
Getting worked on after revving it too much in the studio for the Panama song. And it just so happens that there's another guy who had a successful album, tour, music video on MTV.
Yeah, the mechanic's name is Claudio. And Claudio's, what's the matter, Eddie? He's like, well, I'm
Sammy.
my singer left the band, man. I'm kind of sad. Oh, you should give Sammy a call, you know?
Yeah.
And that from the garage got the call.
It's incredible.
By the way, just in case you missed it on our first run, this is not the first time that Sammy was considered to be the lead singer of this band.
It's mind-blowing.
1977, when they first are recording their debut album, Ted Templeman, who of course ultimately goes with Dave, is like, we got to get rid of this lead singer. He's terrible. Like he can't sing. He's a nut. You know, we just got to get rid of him. Why don't we get Sammy from Montrose, get him in here, and let's make him the lead singer of this band. Now, whatever happened, the guys, Van Halen brothers and Michael Anthony were not involved in the conversation.
Right.
But the studio heads were like, can we make Sammy work with this band? Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned it. In the divorce, Ted Templeman goes with Dave.
Yep.
Dave also gets the crew. Like the crew that had toured with Van Halen 1984, they're like, we need a job.
Yeah.
And Van Halen
start working on his music and the movie a little bit, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so they all go with Dave.
Right.
And so that leaves Eddie stuck with his brother, Michael Anthony.
Yeah.
Don Landy.
Yes.
The sound engineer from 1984.
Right. Who helped him build the 5150 studio.
Yeah, and he was an ally for Eddie.
Absolutely.
You know,
and then we talked last episode about how he was hiding the tapes from Ted Templeman because they didn't want Ted to mess them up.
That's right. So the auto mechanic encourages Eddie to call Sammy.
Yep.
Sammy calls Eddie. I just want to mention, Sammy had a great song and great video that a lot of people forget. I Can't Drive 55.
I don't know anybody that forgets it, but yes.
Funny video.
Great
MTV presence.
Yes.
Great song.
By the way, for all you young listeners out there, back in 1985, as it had been for many years at this point, the fastest you were allowed to go on any highway in the country was 55 miles an hour.
Insanity.
Yeah.
What were we thinking?
I don't know.
It was enough to cause people to write songs about it. It was so stupid.
Right.
So Sammy decides, okay, I'll go jam with these guys. Maybe I can talk Eddie into playing guitar on my next album.
Yeah, maybe get some music from him. So
networking.
Yeah, sure. And they have a business meeting. And they talk, and it goes nowhere. And then Eddie says, well, why don't we just jam a little bit and see what happens?
Yeah.
And what happens is magic.
You know, Sammy talks about how when Sammy walks in, it's disgusting. It smells like cigarettes. It's like a bar, that hasn't been cleaned in 6 weeks.
Right.
And there's beer cans everywhere.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And he's like, they were drunk and they were smoking everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, but as soon as they started playing, magic just happened. He's like, if this is how easy it is for them, I got to be a part of this.
Right.
So at that time, Sammy starts composing songs, which we'll talk about one of those songs here in just a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the rest of the timeline, right? So Sammy jams with the boys in July of 1985. In September of 1985, it's reported that Sammy has joined the band. Dave's out, Sammy's in, and they go and they perform Farm Aid.
Yeah. Now this is after the MTV Video Music Awards.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So they're there with Sammy during the awards ceremony. They're interviewing afterwards and making it all about them. And you see three guys who are like, Sammy's in the band, and Sammy's like, yeah. It's very lukewarm.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I'm not sure I've given my commitment yet,
but yes. But then, of course, Farm Aid happens. I was watching Farm Aid live whenever this happened. I got to. This is one of those moments that you know what you were doing at the time,
right?
Because yes, Sammy was dropping the F-bomb on live television like it was his job, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
Here's a song for all you tractor full of motherfuckers boys out there. Come on, I can't drive, you know that.
Well, and because of that, MTV cut the feed.
Yeah, you didn't even get to hear him play.
And so most of the world did not get to see Van Hagar debut.
I mean, I did see them play. I know that I saw them play something.
Okay.
I can't remember that part. I just remember Sammy cussing up a storm and it being that moment where like, okay, this is the new lead singer.
All right. So that brings us to this album, 5150.
Time to jump in.
Let me give you a quick overview of the album real quick, okay? All right. We talked about last week how 5150 is the California code for somebody who's going to hurt others, hurt themselves,
Mentally ill, yes.
need a straitjacket type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? This is their 7th album. The first was Sammy Hagar, and their first album to go all the way to number 1. Mm-hmm. Produced by Don Landy and Mick Jones of Foreigner.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we talked about Foreigner whenever we did our Stranger Things episode, because it was Waiting for a Girl Like You was, I believe, the song.
Was it? Or was it I Want to Know What Love Is? I can't remember.
It was Waiting for a Girl Like You. You talked up, I Want to Know What Love Is.
Did I? Okay.
Because we do, I mean, Foreigner's a great band to discuss. But yeah, but Mick Jones, the British side of Foreigner, was called in to produce on this one. That's right.
So this album reaches number 1 April 26th of 1986. Okay. It goes double platinum by May 23rd of 1986.
That's pretty quick.
Man, that's super fast, right? Eat 'Em and Smile only hits number 4. So I know that they kind of secretly celebrated that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw in one of in some concert footage that Sammy was wearing a shirt that said, I eat 'em raw. There was a lot of that.
There's a lot of that.
And then obviously OU812, which if you didn't hear that one, check it out. That was from 3 seasons ago, I think, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Where we did Long Cold Winter versus OU812.
That was a great episode. I like that one.
Yeah, had Kevin on for that. It was really good.
That's right. Okay. I just want to read you this quote from Eddie.
Okay.
I don't want to mess this up. So it says, from the first second, Sammy could do anything I threw at him. He just opened a whole new door.
Yeah. Yeah. The only time Dave played the guitar was when he played Ice Cream Man. That was it.
Sammy's an accomplished guitarist. He's a better vocalist. And turns out he can write some lyrics.
The lyrics are better. They're better.
Okay.
I mean, you don't look at Dave's lyrics and go, this is writing genius. You sing them.
Sure.
You sing them. But it's, yeah.
Before we tear into Dave too much, 1984, we both loved that album.
No question.
And Van Halen 1 is among the greatest debut albums of all time.
Good from beginning to end. Both of them.
Yes.
Good from beginning to end.
Okay. I want to show you something real quick.
Okay.
So here is the 5150 LP.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
This cover stinks.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. Now, it stands out a little bit because it's green, but this guy, this bodybuilder from ESPN.
Rick Valentine.
That's right.
Host of Body Shaping on ESPN, by the way.
I mean, he's muscled up and whatever, But I'm just not in love with this. If, this was a chick in a bikini, that might be different.
I kind of thought that was where you're going to go with that, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's easy to say, right?
Right.
But this is the difference maker, right?
Right. The Van Halen logo,
The
if you will,
ring,
the VH has changed.
It has. Instead of just straight wings,
Yeah.
we get the curve.
And just for you guys who never had the full album, flip it over. Show what's on the back. Oh, they broke him, and here's the band. It's kind of that's worse, by the way.
You want me?
That break looks horrible. The band doesn't look like they're actually in there. It's just all bad.
Let me show you your better album cover.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
This is a winner to me. Bam.
Well, yeah.
You do that, and it says 5150.
Yeah.
I'm like, heck yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with the Atlas holding the world up. It's different worlds.
It's the best of both worlds, maybe. All right, so let's get on to the first song.
Sounds good.
First song is called Good Enough.
Hello, baby.
Okay. So I'm trying to put myself in the position of the guys who are putting this album together. You have to decide which song is going to go first.
Right.
And this intro to this song and Sammy screaming it out. Now, in retrospect, I'm thinking, okay, he's proven himself up. He can do the rocket fuel that David Lee Roth would do. But I don't think that was it, because Sammy's been the Red Rocker forever.
Sure.
Like, he's never been a ballad guy until this album.
That's correct. Yeah.
So I don't think anybody had an expectation that he was going to be a ballad guy that they had to overcome. So this is just, the opening of this is just, hey, we're still Van Halen. Like, it's still, and I mean, it's kicking ass.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I do think Sammy's Hello Baby, an ode to the Big Bopper from Chantilly Lace.
Right.
I do think that's his making his announcement, like, I'm here now.
Right.
And we're here to rock. So I do think this is an important placement of this song.
Right. I think some people would think, hey, he's doing his Dave impression here. I don't think that's the case. Sammy was always the Red Rocker. He's going to come out hard and strong. I mean, I've seen him perform. He comes out strong. But even with him, this being a rock sound, I immediately, once the instruments come in, I hear the difference in Eddie's guitar instantaneously. And I didn't know what it was until I'm doing some research and I figured it out. So Ted Templeman would do this thing where he would pan Eddie's guitar to one speaker, usually like the right side of the speaker. It singled it out, which, I mean, I understand that's a logical thing to do with the greatest guitar player existing at the time.
Right.
And it gives it a live sound, right? Like you've got the stereo sound to it. With this album, Don Landy is spreading Eddie across both speakers, and you have what some would say is a more produced sound. It's less raw. Even this, though it's still Eddie playing the guitar, his guitar sounds like more radio friendly, for lack of a better term.
And I don't have a problem with that.
I know you don't.
I love radio friendly.
Yes, you do.
And I love warm Snickers bars, and they're all throughout this album, okay? But I will say this. I want to ask you, because Sammy came in concert to Norman a few years ago as part of a bigger group for a tornado relief thing.
Yeah, Toby Keith tornado relief for Moore, Oklahoma.
Were you there?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sammy?
Blew the doors off.
Loved
it.
Yeah. There's no way Dave does stuff like that.
I don't think so. He's not a philanthropist kind of guy, unless you're running a little club like that nobody knows about. Unless you're Top Jimmy.
Right. Flashing back to season 1, I know we covered Van Hagar versus Van Halen. We also talked about Spaceballs and Airplane.
What do you have?
We just got a couple minutes when we're gassing up. What's ready?
I can give you the space soup or the space special.
I'll have the soup.
Okay.
I'll have the cleavage. Special.
With Alien.
Right before the alien pops out.
Not again.
Yeah, I love it. I think we start off with a kick butt song.
A great opener, no doubt about it. Better than good enough.
Better than good enough. I like it.
There you go.
Okay, let's get on to the first single, and maybe the most important song. You've got to come out and blow the doors off, or people are going to be like, we're out.
Right.
The song is huge.
Well, what is it, sir?
The song is Why Can't This Be Love?
All right. So do you know what the single right before this single was?
Hot for Teacher.
Hot for Teacher, which peaked at
number 15?
56.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably, I mean, in my opinion, arguably the best song on the album. Like, put it in Panama are neck and neck for me.
Okay.
I got worn out on Jump, but...
Right. Excellent song.
Incredible.
Yes.
And then we have this one. What does it hit?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3. First single with Sammy Hagar surpasses their last single with David Lee Roth by 53 places.
It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love? Straight from my heart. Oh, tell me why.
Now the question is,
Yes.
does it stand the test of time? Because only time will tell if it stands the test of time.
I think-
and it's been 40 Years.
I do think time has said that this song
Stands the test of
stands
time?
the test of time. Yes.
Okay.
Song was released March 24th, like you said, reached number 3. I got to roll through this top 10.
Okay.
Okay.
This was May 16th, right? Where it hits
It
number 3?
peaked out May 17th, 1986.
Yep. By the way, side note, Cashbox, it hits number 1. But for the U.S. Billboard, only gets to number
Number 3. Okay, here you go. Number 10, Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer. Massive song in 86.
Absolutely.
Number 9, If You Leave. We'll talk about that next week when we talk about Pretty in Pink.
Exactly.
Number 8, Bad Boy by the Miami Sound Machine. I know one of your favorites.
Wow.
Okay.
I like the Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Number 7, Take Me Home by Phil Collins.
Sure. Love that one. That's one of my favorites of his.
Number 6, Your Love by The Outfield.
That, of all songs to stand the test of time, that's that song.
It's a great song.
Oh, my
It's a great
gosh.
song.
It's, huge.
Number 5, Live to Tell by Madonna.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a ballad. It's a softer side of her, but it's a really good song, I
It
think.
is. That's true.
Okay. Number 4, What Have You Done For Me Lately by Janet Jackson.
Okay. Yeah. I like that one. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not a big Janet Jackson fan, but that's a good song.
Number 3, Why Can't This Be Love? Number 2, West End Girls by Pet Shop Boys.
Solid.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Sexual Chocolate's favorite song, number 1, Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston.
Listen, if you want a time capsule of music, give me that playlist.
That's pretty
all day,
freaking good,
right?
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because you get a variety of musical styles there. All of them songs that last, that stand the test of time.
I agree.
Okay, so tell me what your thoughts on this song are.
So I think this is a great song. It's very radio friendly.
Yes.
It had to be a hit. So they really kind of were forced to take their best foot forward and kind of go with what they thought would work.
Right.
Because if it didn't work, people were going to bail on this album right off the bat.
Right.
Super catchy, super radio friendly. It gets all the way to number 3. I just cannot believe at this time, no music video.
Crazy.
And coming off of one of the greatest music videos of the 80s.
Absolutely.
Hot for Teacher was awesome.
Yes.
And they're like,
on all the time.
yeah.
Yeah. And I just decided, never mind. They had the live concert footage, of course,
They did.
but that's not a video.
Well, and I think they blew it, honestly, with the music videos. And we'll talk about one that I've got kind of a...
They still hit number 3.
I know. And the album hit number 1. I mean,
right. And got beat out by 2 huge songs.
but this album sold half or so as many as 1984 did.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. And just musically, I mean, you're talking about, we talked about it multiple times now, but this is more easy on the ears. This is not rip your face off Van Halen. This is we're cuddling Van Halen, right?
Sure.
Well, I just started thinking about this. Like if you started, if you're 18 years old and you buy the Van Halen, the debut album, and that's where you fall in love with Van Halen.
Yes.
You're 26 when this comes out.
Yes.
You're talking to people about getting married. Maybe you're having kids. This flows with your timeline here.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that maybe there were some like diehards who were like, I'm never going to listen to this. But I also see how this skyrocketed their career. I mean, even with this huge change, because they aged with their audience.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It worked for me.
Of course.
Like I was all in on 1984.
Yeah.
And all the teachers wearing bikinis, But by the time 86 rolls around, I'm okay with slow dancing a little bit to Love Walks In and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
So I wanted to mention to you on this song, Mick Jones really helped shape this song. And we talked about how he came off this huge ballad where he just owned the world with this ballad.
Yeah.
And I think he helped shape this into a more radio friendly. I know he shortened it for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, the single, it came in both the 7-inch and the 12-inch.
Yes.
And the 12-inch, you got the extended version. You got the 5-minute version instead
cool.
of the 3:26 or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
Back when they still released singles on vinyl.
Yes. One of the reasons why there was no music video for this. It's the same reason why there was no music video for Black and Blue from OU812.
Okay.
Which I still think is the best song on the album that nobody knows.
Right.
Because there was no music video.
First song I ever remember you referring to as a stripper song.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. They didn't have time. Like Eddie was mixing this album right up until the release date. And
Yeah.
so they just didn't have time for a music video.
Right.
that doesn't excuse them for the other songs that they should have had a music video on. Okay.
Yeah.
When Van Halen was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2007, the only people to show up were Sammy and Michael Anthony, and they played this song.
Right.
I just can't believe that Eddie and Alex were like, nope, staying home. No thanks. Screw you guys.
They were both guys with demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We done with this one?
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one.
Yep. Song number 3.
Song number 3. The song's called Get Up.
So, just in case you were not super pleased with this keyboard-heavy song that we just gave you, even though it's going to be a huge hit for us, we'll give you the full Alex Van Halen drum nuts and Eddie Hard on the guitar. By the way, we didn't mention it when we talked about this, the last song, but when they played that, Eddie would only play the keyboards. Sammy Hagar was playing the guitar, played the solo.
Right.
He did it all.
I think that kind of made them a more complete band, right?
Of course, yes. But for people who are like, why isn't Eddie playing the guitar? Well, we'll bring it back for this song.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is a very aggressive, straight ahead rocker. I think they're throwing a bone to their old fans.
And it's a very it's a blues centric song. You know, it's good old rock, good old hard rock. Yeah.
You like this one?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mick Jones, the producer. This is the first song they played for him. Saying, "Hey, check it out. This is what we're doing. You want to come produce?" He listened. He's like, "Yeah, you guys got me." Right?
Yeah.
But I love this quote from him. He said, "Get Up" sounded like 4 guys fighting inside the speaker cabinets, beating the shit out of each other. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I'm not hanging around too long because the next song is so good.
Well, let's do it.
Next song in the album. The song's called Dreams.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more keyboards. You got this beautiful synthesizer playing, and it's a beautiful intro to the song. And then when it comes in with the beat and the drums, you got a piano, you got a keyboard, you got a synthesizer, and a ding 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 on the piano.
Yeah,
like this is magical mixing of different keys, and the guitar is just kind of there a bit. And then, this is when the album goes from good to great. When you've got Sammy singing higher and higher.
Yeah, I am with you.
Right?
The hairs on my arm stand up when I listen to this song.
Exactly.
40 years later,
right,
it affects me on an emotional level.
And I think is this the song that this happened, where the guy in the sound booth, when Sammy hit the higher, didn't he lift his arm up and like? I feel like this was
maybe
the one.
so, maybe so.
Maybe. Anyway,
yeah. So this was the second single, released May of 1986.
Yeah.
Okay, no real music video per se.
Right.
Now they did release something that had a whole bunch of Blue Angels.
Blue Angels, yeah.
And it was cool. We dug it. Okay. Yeah. However, I'm going to offer an alternate decision on this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep all the Blue Angel stuff, because that at the summer after Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
And we're all on board for all the Blue Angels we can get. Right.
Right.
Put these guys on an aircraft carrier, drape them in American flags, have the Blue Angels fly, and cut to the Blue Angels. But give us a little bit of the band playing live.
I mean, can you imagine Sammy singing into the mic as have the helicopter shot zoom in as they're performing on the aircraft carrier.
As they're buzzing the tower. This is a number 1 song, I think, if they have a really cool music video like that.
Right.
Okay. Now,
what did it hit?
Number 22.
Shut up.
Number 22.
Wow.
Okay.
Didn't even break the top 20.
No, it didn't. Let me roll through this. I'm just going to give you the top 7 from July 19th of 1986.
Okay.
Okay. Number 7 is Glory of Love from The Karate Kid Part 2.
Peter Cetera.
Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Peter Cetera kicks ass. We all know that. Right?
Peter Cetera is the opposite of kick-ass. Yes.
Number 6 is Who's Johnny by DeBarge. Or El
from
DeBarge, I think.
Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
Okay.
Once again, showing how important soundtracks were.
Right.
Okay. Number 5, Holding Back the Years by Simply Red.
Okay.
Okay. Number 4, Danger Zone.
Right. I was waiting for the Top Gun song to pop
Here
in
it is,
here.
right?
Yeah, there, right.
On its way up.
Yes.
Number 3, Nasty by Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Her first name ain't Baby. Number 2 is Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, that was gigantic. Was it on its way up or on its way down? Probably.
I think it's on its way up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because number 1, we talked about Invisible Touch.
Invisible Touch. Yes, because it's the one gets knocked out by.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Congratulations, bastard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. So I just want to roll through this real quick. Ultimate Classic Rock ranked Dreams as the number 1 song from the Van Hagar era.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Wolfgang Van Halen, who we
Wolfie.
saw in concert,
Yes.
Wolfie,
Yep.
says that's one of the best things my father ever did.
Agree.
Eddie claimed it was one of the best songs he ever wrote, and Sammy called this as one of his all-time favorite songs.
Beautiful.
I can't fault any of them on any of that. John Kerry actually played this during his acceptance speech of the Democratic nominee in 2004.
How sweet.
This song got a second life. I sent you the movie clip last night. Did you watch it?
I did not watch it.
Oh, you loser. Okay. At the end of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
The movie
with
Bryan Cranston in it, no less.
that I've never seen, but I'll take your word
I saw
for it.
I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I had little kids back then.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At the end of it, this song plays, and there's fireworks, and it's kind of a jubilant.
I literally when it started playing, I was like, how did they get this song?
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of people you've never heard of.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay.
Spend all their money on this song.
Yes. Okay. I got to tell you the story on this song.
Yeah.
The creation of this song. This was the last song added for the album.
Okay.
Okay, it's the same old story. Mick Jones says to Eddie, "We need one more," and they're all like they're crispy, they're burned out, they got nothing, right?
Right.
And so they're all sitting around looking at each other like, one more, So Eddie sifts through some old cassettes under the couch cushions, and just like, hey, I found this keyboard riff. Maybe we should make something. And Sammy's like, yes, that's it right there. And they build the song from something that Dave rejected from a long ago. This was a rejected riff from Dave.
Nice.
Before we move on,
Yes.
there are 2 guitar solos in this song.
Okay.
And both of them blow my freaking socks off.
Yeah.
It is a keyboard-driven song, but the guitar solos are off the chain.
They sing.
Yeah, they sing. That's
They
right.
sing. Yeah.
Okay, next song on the album?
Let's do it.
Next song on the album is called Summer Nights.
Summer loving had me a blast.
No, that's a different one.
And here we have our first stripper song of this album.
This is a top-down, turn it up summer song.
It is a stripper song.
And shake it, honey. Yeah, 100%.
You got a pole, I got a line. Come on.
I didn't even think about that before. I was like,
Hello.
I like to go fishing. I didn't even think about that.
Honey, you got a line, I got a pole. We'll go down the fishing hole, honey. There's a reason he switched.
You're right about that.
I know.
Okay. This song was created the very first night Sammy met with the guys.
He's scatting stuff out.
Yeah. Eddie's like, here, let me play this riff for you, see what you think. And out comes, out of Sammy's mouth, Summer Nights on my radio. That's all you need, baby. Don't you know?
Yeah.
What a great.
I love it.
I mean,
this is a fantastic song.
magic.
Yes.
Magic.
Underrated hit.
Not released. This is just kind of a deep cut, but it was the theme of every teenager in my high school there for a minute.
Yeah. Let's get busy.
Summer nights, my radio. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Down to the fishing hole. This was also a song that Dave rejected.
Ooh. I like this music is made for Dave's voice.
I don't really get that either.
No, that's nuts.
It's something he can kind of sing over.
Yeah.
Dave could have come up with something slinky to that, you know?
Yeah. He was worried about California girls.
All right. Hit stop on your tape player.
Oh.
Kick it out. Flip it over.
Yep.
Side 2. We start off with a banger. This one is Best of Both Worlds. Woo!
This song is a lesson in the beauty of simplicity. You've got no keyboards in this song.
Right?
And the guitar riff is relatively simple. Like it's like he could easily do it in his sleep. Da 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 da. I mean, it's not hard.
Right.
And you've got that. The bass, you listen to the bass and it's dum 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 dum. That's what it is. And then you've got this, I mean, Sammy's written some great lyrics here, but you have this beautiful give it to me loud, give it to me soft. And it just goes back and forth in this beautiful, I love rock and roll, and this is a simple, kick-ass rock and roll song.
I'm with you, man. I love this song. There are top-down, turn-it-up songs, and then there are epic rock.
This is pull the car over.
That's right.
Get out of the convertible and sing to people as they're driving by.
This is like if somebody starts talking, you tell them to shut up and start the song over because I'm listening to this. This was the fourth single released October of 1986. The thing I remember most about this song was the music video, which was taken from the Live Without a Net concert. And they do that Van Halen march on stage.
Well, I think they might have been inspired by a movie we just covered at the end of last season. So it's the same dance that Bender and Andrew and Brian are. It's the same dance.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's 86, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They saw The Breakfast Club, apparently. Okay, I got an origin story for you on this one. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We talked about how when they would jam, the studio was disgusting because Eddie and Alex basically took one cigarette, put it on the next one to light up the next. They just smoked.
Light one cigarette in the morning, you don't need a match for the rest of the day.
That's exactly right.
Right.
And Sammy was not a smoker. And so, well, he was not a tobacco smoker. Right. He got home late after a studio session. He smelled like cigarettes. So he jumped in the shower. He's soaping his body. He's thinking about the day, thinking about this particular song. And the lyrics hit him while he's wet and soapy.
I don't know why that's important, but okay.
So he comes out of the shower and is wet and naked looking for a pen to write down Best of Both Worlds.
Not real sure why that can't be just, you can't just remember that. You can't just wait, rinse off, towel off, best of both worlds. It's like,
hey,
not that long.
You never mess with inspiration. We talked about that last week, how Eddie got up in the middle of the night, wrote a concert, wrote a song in the closet. Yeah. After listening to this song, I wrote down, this song would become the template for Sammy Hagar songs in Van Halen.
Okay. Yeah.
Strong guitar riff, check.
Yes.
Big melodic chorus, check. Positive lyrics and vocal harmonies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When the harmonies come in on this one and you get Michael Anthony with that high pitched harmony in the back, I mean, he is an unsung hero of this band. He's always the left behind guy, but he is critical to the sound, both with Van Halen and Van Hagar. His ability to hit those high pitch notes behind what Dave's doing and behind what Sammy are doing, I mean, it's unparalleled. It's the sound of the band.
Yes, it is. Love it. Can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah.
Couples move out to the middle of the dance floor for this next one. This song is called Love Walks In.
Okay, when you were in high school, did you have buddies that had like the big heavy bass amp and speakers that they would put in the back of their single cab truck, right?
Right.
So I had a friend like that, and he would it was always rap music that he was playing, and I would get out of riding with him and I'd be like, "Oh, my back is hurting." But you put this song on, and that opening, boom, like a freaking Swedish massage. Man. It's like a hug. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
This song, for as good as every other song we've talked about, this song is just irresistible to me. I find it to be the best song on the album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of hate on this song because it is a love ballad.
Absolutely
from Van
is.
Halen.
Yeah.
But I told you before, the guitar solo, it just sings on this, and it moves me almost to tears when I listen to it. It's just so beautiful. And it's the added element of beauty to Van Halen that we didn't get that with Dave.
Yeah.
And I loved Dave stuff, but beauty wasn't something I would have said came from that era.
It wasn't love.
And it wasn't love. That's right.
When love walked in, Dave walked out.
That's right. Dave ain't talking about love.
Right. But Sammy is a lot.
That's right.
Sammy's talking about it a whole
through
lot.
this whole album.
And honestly, I mean, beautiful song. I can't imagine you looking back and listening to the keyboards on this and not going, this song kicks ass. Even as a love ballad, that the keyboards in the beginning of this song are powerful.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
This song was the third single released July of 86, reached number 22 on the Hot 100. When Eddie first played the song for Sammy, Sammy said it gave him chills. Okay, I don't want to distract too much from the beauty of this song, but there are some interesting lyrics in this song.
Okay.
Sammy has said that he has been visited multiple times by aliens.
Yes.
Including times where he woke up and caught them downloading his brain, right?
Okay.
And believes that if you don't believe there are aliens who download your brain and stuff like that, you're the crazy one. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's tough for me to kind of reconcile the kind of out there ideas and the beauty of this song.
Hey, if his brain got downloaded and he was awake,
Thank you.
Who are you? You weren't there.
Thank you, everyone up there.
I'm Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
Let me just read some of these lyrics to you, okay? So you can kind of read this as like aliens or love taking over your body.
Okay.
All right? And then you sense a change. Nothing feels the same. All your dreams are strange. Love comes walking in. Some kind of alien waits for an opening, simply pulls a string. Love comes walking in. Sleep and dream, that's all I crave. I travel far across the Milky Way. To my master I become a slave. Till we meet again some other day.
Okay. Or it could be religious.
Yeah, could be, I guess.
Love and Aliens needs to be a song that Sammy sings.
Love and Aliens, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, next song on the album. This song is called 5150.
So I had lunch with Kevin Davis today.
Yeah.
A longtime fan.
What's up, Kevin?
Patreon, good friend of mine.
Good friend of the show.
Exactly.
Good friend of mine.
And mentioned 5150 today. I was like, well, got to get ready for 5150. He's like, what do you need to know?
Yeah. This is the guy who named, or his son named his grandson.
His daughter named his grandson Halen.
Halen.
Yes.
There
Yes. Because of Van Halen.
Yes.
He said, I think he said he talked to you a bit about it. He said that this album, is, in his opinion, far and away better than anything that they had done with David Lee Roth.
He did say that, yes.
And I think he even has a special place in his heart for this particular song.
Okay.
But as much as Kevin and I agree on things, I don't love this song. I don't hate it, but it's not like it's on the bottom fourth of the songs on the album for me. But you have an album full of fantastic songs,
You do.
so it's got to go somewhere.
Right.
But this one's not one of my favorites. But Kevin Davis loves it, and I'm guessing you love it
I
as
love
well.
it. I love it.
Always want more. You're never satisfied. It's never one for all with you. It's only one for me. I want from the line. Meet you halfway. If you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those off the beaten path gems.
Yeah.
The guitar work on it, I think, is great. I think the chorus is great. I think the title sucks.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I just think they went to the well one too many times with 5150.
Yeah.
You got the studio,
studio.
you got the album, you got the song.
Magic comes in threes, but not
Yeah.
this time, apparently.
So I have come up with 5 better titles for this song.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And if you listen to this song, see if you agree with this. All right?
Okay.
First title, Meet You Half the Way.
Half the way?
Half the Way.
Okay.
That's what they say in the song.
Okay.
Or Why Draw the Line? Another lyric from the song.
Okay.
Number 3, Never Satisfied.
Okay.
Number 4, this is my favorite, The Love Line.
Uh-huh.
And then the last one, Take the High with the Blues. I think all of those are better than 5150, which has absolutely nothing to do with this song.
Right. They just wanted to have a song that was
They just didn't know the name of it, and so they said 5150.
yeah. Yeah. And maybe I would like it better if it had a more recognizable title. I don't know.
Okay.
But yes, I think every single one of your titles is better than 5150.
Okay, last song on the album. This song is called Inside.
Man, what kind of crap is this? I don't know. I thought it was really going to be different this time, and it is. Hey, you got a point there. You actually got 3 points.
What do you think?
This is Van Halen's imitation of Motley Crue.
Okay.
I mean, just the talking of the, hey, Tommy.
What's up, Vince? Oh, not much.
What is this crap?
Yeah.
It's a swing and a miss for me.
It's kind of a nothing song.
It is.
It's like a jam and they're talking. And they're not even talking clearly.
And it's, yeah.
Okay. All right. To me, it's just kind of a nothing song.
Yeah.
It just is kind of thrown on the end.
Which I get if you had an absolute banger right before it, which again, I guess you guys like 5150. It's just, to me, you follow up a lower song on the album with a nothing song. And that's, I want them to end it better, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. I did want to point something out. This is the first album in Van Halen history to this point, no instrumentals.
Oh, right. Yeah. No big solo by Eddie for some reason. Well, and I mean, we know the reason is because he was expanding his musical palette. He didn't need to do guitar solos. Everybody knew he was a guitar hero. He was trying to shed that to some degree anyway, and just say, I'm more than just a guitar god. I'm also a keyboard god.
I'm a keyboard god. I'm a musical composer.
Yeah.
And I recently got married and I love my wife, and here are some love songs.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
I think Valerie Bertinelli deserves co-writing credit on this album. It's for being Eddie's muse.
Yeah.
So
Right.
here we are. It's Final Judgment.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Why don't I go first, since you probably know where I'm at on this?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
1984, I think, is one of the most epic, iconic albums of the 1980s.
Yes.
When I listen to that album, I hear a band at its peak. Jump, Panama, Hot for Teacher, Drop Dead Legs, I'll Wait, all those all-time bangers for me. There are a couple of songs that I don't like on that album. Girl Gone Bad, House of Pain, those are dry, dusty songs to me. So transitioning to 5150,
Yes.
1986, I'm 13 years old. I don't know if you've read this theory on the internet, but it says that whatever was popular when you were 13, it like forges your tastes. And maybe that's not true with you, but it is with me.
Okay.
I love 1984. I think it's packed full of bangers. I love this album. It's packed full of bangers, but it doesn't have any skippers for me. And so I think pound for pound, the added element of the keyboard and the beauty and Sammy's voice, I think raises it a little bit. And maybe I'm in the minority, but if I'm walking out the door, I am taking 5150.
Okay. So I think both of these albums, they fade at the end. The last two songs for me, maybe the last one song for you on both albums are meh. Okay, we got to just stick something here. That's it, right?
Okay.
And as I've said many times now, 1984 was one of the first 3 cassette tapes I ever owned.
Okay.
And I still remember it. I still remember having those like it was a magical thing to have Men at Work, which we're going to cover soon, Wham, which we've already covered, and 1984.
Sure.
And of those 3, 1984 was the one that I listened to unquestionably far and away the most.
Okay.
Talking to Kevin today, he kind of mentioned that he just like, other than the kind of popular songs, which I mean, there's 3, there's Jump and Panama and Hot for Teacher, and maybe, maybe Drop Dead Legs or something.
Right.
That he thought the other songs were kind of throwaways. For me, it's not. Like every song until the last couple.
Yeah.
And even the last couple, like I warmed up to them. Like when I listened to it again, I was like, I didn't really pay attention to these songs. But to me, those last couple of songs are still really good songs. And they give me that Van Halen that I think probably was very formative for me, even though in 1984, I was only 8 going on 9.
Okay.
But maybe I bloomed early as a musical tastes go,
Sure.
And then I've got 5150, which it didn't own the album. I'm listening to some of these songs for the first time because they weren't released as singles. And so this is the first time for me to hear some of these songs. And I was very pleasantly pleased with them. And I can say the needle moved substantially for me for 5150. I would have just been like, okay, it's just an album, whatever. Now I can say this album is really good, except for the last couple of songs.
Okay.
From beginning to, thirds from the last song, great music.
Okay.
Better music than 1984. Like he spread his wings, he spread his legs, whatever you want to stretch his legs, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
He really went out and did more impressive things. Lyrics, better. Sammy Hagar is a better lyrics writer. His voice is better. We got variety that we didn't have before because we still have absolute rockers on this album, intermixed with these love songs and ballads and stuff like that. So had I not had 1984 as one of the first 3 tapes that I owned, had it not been programmed into my brain from an early age, I might pick 5150 as the better of these 2 albums. But as we've mentioned before, sometimes the nostalgia factor just is too big to overcome.
You can't fight it.
And in this circumstance, like 1984 is a monumental album in my years of music, and I can't give it up. It's still going to be the one that I grab going out the door.
To me, that's a victory. The fact that you listened to this album and it moved the needle for you. I think we can both agree both of these albums are awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's it. You've heard my final judgment. You've heard Dee's final judgment.
Yeah.
What is your final judgment?
Guys, you can check us out on YouTube if you're listening to us on the podcast app, or if you're watching us on YouTube. We also have tons of stuff that is not on YouTube, including all of our Patreon episodes. We've got a ton of Patreon episodes that you can only get if you join up on our Patreon. I mean, you can join for free, but to get the access to the episodes, you do have to do a monthly subscription, but you can
$5.
It's as little as $5. And you get to be involved with the Shirley family, which is just growing and growing and worldwide. Hi, Jimmy from Sweden.
What's up, Jimmy?
And our one-hit wonders and other kind of novelty songs are some of our best episodes and most fun.
You got to check us out on Patreon.
Yep.
And also, let's look at your T-shirt. We got the Space Time Dimension T-shirts available online.
Yeah.
That's Dee's. That's your band.
Yep.
So support your band.
Support your STDs.
Spread the infection of STD.
It's infectious grooves.
And then also you can get our Surely You Can't Be Serious T-shirts online as well.
Yep, we got T-shirts, we got hoodies. If you're so inclined, we have a bikini. It's about to be summer weather.
I really want somebody to buy that bikini.
We have not had a bikini
Send us
sale.
a picture.
I Honestly, if you want the bikini and you send us a picture of you in the bikini, I'll pay you back.
Yeah, there we go. Summer nights, the radio, and a Shirley bikini. That's all you need, baby.
Exactly.
Next week, D.
Yeah.
We are welcoming to town Melissa Mingle and Joe McCormick, and we're discussing 2 John Hughes classics, Pretty in Pink and Some Kind of Wonderful.
Guys, I had never seen these movies 2 weeks before this episode, so you will get to see me lose my pink virginity. It was Some Kind of Wonderful, let me tell you.
Guys, thanks for joining us. We will see you back here next week.
See you guys. Thank you.
If you leave, don't leave now. Please don't take my heart away. Promise me just one more.
I heard chunks come out on that.
Woo! All right, all you tractor pulling motherfuckers.